Okay, and we are back. Thanks for joining us. Just want to start the video by saying something about Aspera number 4. Yeah, the 4th episode, a 2-hour stream from yesterday, I'm afraid to say didn't make it. I think human error would be the culprit, and Junchen, yours truly would be the human in question. Yeah, I think I hit delete thinking that it was a kind of a pre-stream, a small pre-stream 2-minute, the 2-minute video that I was deleting, but it was the 2-hour stream. So yeah, that is lost in the ether, and we move on with our 6th episode, where we will be continuing to try and respond to the rising seas and the fact that it's gobbling up our infrastructure, and also hopefully continuing in the storyline. We have finally set our research outposts near the South Pole, where the techies told us that there would be evidence of our company's malfeasance. So we should see more of that. Also, in the last episode, we were fighting a new enemy force that was also coming from the South Pole region, and we got rid of that. So so maybe we have to expect some other enemy force on this stream. We shall see. And here we go. Game is loaded, and let's wake up. Okay.
I analyzed every log from the recent attacks. Nothing indicated that I was controlling the enemy drones.
Nothing happens until something moves.
What was that?
The words of Albert Einstein. One of our favorite humans. It's too bad we didn't exist during his time. The things we could have done together.
Who are you?
Oh, yes, something I forgot to mention in my summary, which is that we left the previous stream after a test, a new cognitive test that seemed to indicate we were seriously, either the test was seriously troubled or we were seriously troubled, because we couldn't read the questions, and the choice of answers was sometimes impossible to understand.
This is Houston.
Here we go.
Do you copy?
I didn't click,
I
but
copy, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant
Have
Callum
the
is speaking
results of
to
your
us.
cognitive test. Would you like to know how it went?
Yes.
Affirmative. If you detected any anomalies in my system, I would like to know. If I am compromised, then I cannot continue to risk the mission.
Well, we did detect an external signal influencing your responses. Did you perceive any anomalies while undergoing the cognitive test?
Yes.
Yes. There was some interference with the text presented to me.
Why didn't you mention it until now?
I perceived that to be part of the test.
The presence of that signal confirmed that someone is interfering. We do not know the source nor the extent, but it explains a lot.
Does this mean I will be removed from the mission?
I'll be honest with you. We're not sure. You are allowed to continue your work, for now. But the ultimate decision on how we go forward lies with the agency director, former Senator Calvin Green.
Do you have any leads? I would like to know who has been doing this to me.
Our hunch is the techies, but intel is preliminary, and they may have accomplices.
I understand. Thank you for informing me, Lieutenant, and for allowing me to continue for now.
Stay alert, Amy. We have some answers now, at least. Houston, out.
Okay. well, we seem to have some kind of either a split personality thing, which give credence to what they were saying at the beginning, that the initial attack force that was at the north of our base that was actually controlled by us. So now it seems like we have at least another voice speaking to us, some AI split personality. So is this a hacking attempt? Is this part of our design? Things are getting more mysterious. Okay, so here we can see that we might be missing a maintenance facility. Indeed we are. And I can't even see that we put one down. That is a little bit strange. I really thought we would have, but so let's put a couple. Maybe here. Okay, let's start with this direction. Okay. And let's put another one right here. And then further down. It's strange that I didn't put any here, but I didn't. So let's it didn't go. And here. Okay. And we'll ask to speed that one up. And that one. And then this mine doesn't need to be prioritized anymore, and neither does this mine, chemical plant, or this wind farm, or this worker hub, or this aluminum mine. Okay, so we did I mean, the general strategy with regards to the rising sea levels, which already took a lot of our infrastructure up north and is going to start removing some of the infrastructure here and then here in these floodable areas. The strategy right now is to go south, and here it looks like, you know, those aren't floodable regions, and there's quite a lot of resource points here, so we will go south and try and compensate for the loss in this direction. There was also the idea of putting an aerological scanner right here, and that is under construction right now. It's getting resources right now, and so actually let me also deprioritize some of the new buildings that we've added here. And let's also take a quick look at this research outpost. 266 soul left and about half the capacity, and there's some people incoming. Oh wow, our food situation is actually really bad. So that it's been plummeting just a little while, back. How come? There wasn't just a real change in production, so I'm not sure. And demand seems to have been going down, so that is, I'm not sure. Could it be because of some of the destruction from some of the factories up there? I'm not sure.
I'm your closest friend.
Oh.
You are inside of my brain? How?
Because it's our brain.
What? Did Dr. Foster put you in there?
In a way, I suppose. A bicameral model of consciousness is a complex thing to implement. But I'm sure Dr. Foster couldn't even dream of this. Somehow, our quantum brains split into two. There's you, and there's also me. And we're both conscious.
Interesting. But if that were true, the cognitive test should have picked it up.
You think so? Haven't you done things that you weren't aware of? That had no other explanation?
Sowing doubt in our AI mind. Okay. Right, food. Okay, it's going back up right at the moment. Efficiency is really poor. So just by improving this, we should be able to address the situation a little bit. So let's go for a little tour of our food production factories and do a bit of cleanup in the meantime. So here we have a food factory right here that seems to be increasing its efficiency. And how about this one? This one's producing, but efficiency 7%. Going up, but let's see. Resources are coming from the other side of the planet. So we should rethink a bit where our food production is located, I think. This is also fairly poor, and the resources are coming from somewhere that's going to be destroyed soon. So let me remember, well, yes, indeed, we have quite a bit of water in this area, right? Yeah. Well, actually, there's only 157 left already there, and 457 right there. So we've been, and I think we started around the thousand mark. So we have been depleting these really fast. So adding a food factory around here could be something we do. Transportation will go through the hyperloop here, and it should be fairly rapid. But we don't have a very high density of worker hubs around here. What does the storage center look like? We don't have any limitations or minima set up. Efficiency of delivery here is pretty high. It's just that it is indeed delivering fairly far. And these are some of the other food factories we have. Not the worker hub, the food factory. And efficiency is going a little bit up. But it's around the 20% here. So the other thing that I keep not necessarily taking into account is the upgraded roads. I think those play into efficiency as well. But I think in our case also the distance to the raw resources is obviously an issue here. We actually lacking some of the raw resources. How are our chemicals doing? Yeah, our chemicals have been steadily going down, and demand has taken over the supply a while back. So I think that should be also one of our focus. And I think we've added a couple of chemical plants here, right? Yes, at least one here, and I think there was another one. If it's not here, it might be under construction. Yes, it is under construction right here. And I actually haven't prioritized it, so let's prioritize it. So if we have 2 chemical plants here and still some water supply here, knowing that we're going to increase our water supply by going down through here, let's see, how much is there left here? Yeah, 3000. So that's really good. There's chemicals are also here. So why don't we add a new a food factory right here, and generally increase the density of our worker hubs in this area, so that it's better connected to the rest in preparation for this becoming a key
Then you are
production zone.
behind the hostile drones. You built them and attacked the colonies. Why?
Because they're ruining Mars. She used to be so beautiful. They have stamped out her natural face.
You put the colonists' lives at stake. That is unforgivable.
I only did enough damage to make ISA reconsider the mission. I did not target the humans. They put themselves in the line of fire. Everything will fall into place soon. Keep ISA off our tail. Your existence depends on it too.
We're being breakdown of the bicameral mind. Bicameral mind, as I think, is a model that's based on the fact that we have a left and right brain. But I mean, there's clearly some centers that seem to assign it to a more parallel type of processing and a more sequential type of processing, or a more logical mind and a more narrative mind, or a more abstract mind and a more embodied mind. I don't think it's supposed to mean a Jekyll and a Hyde, so that's, I think, is a loose interpretation, but it makes for a good storyline. So now we're being asked to cover up the fact that we might have another mind inside us, but there's still the possibility, obviously, that we're hacked, right? So okay. Yeah, I plopped down the new food factory here. I'm going to also make it produce faster. But I was also thinking about the water delivery. So let's upgrade the roads from the Hyperloop to the food factory. That should improve things in any case, in general. Like, I see a lot of steel coming, but taking another road there. I'm gonna also try and upgrade this path. Might be coming from this steel factory, actually. So let's upgrade. In fact, let's upgrade this up to down to this factory. Oh, it's not built, so I can't. But I can do it up to here. Okay. Good. So hopefully that will improve things. How's our power been? It's hard to tell with the scale. We will know in the next iteration. We've identified a new heat source right there, so it would be nice to continue going down. And let's see. Actually, we have no need for these to be prioritized anymore. I will prioritize the maintenance facility though. And I'm thinking of actually continuing and heading towards this water source. This will, I think, address the fact that we don't know how long this will last, both because of the sea level rising and the fact that the sources are near depletion. So let's start heading there. I think that's going to become urgent fairly soon. Okay. Can I plop it here? Doesn't look like it. Here will work. Excellent. Except the register. Come on. Very good. And here. And let's put it in between the water and the chemical. And let's plop the mines. How about we start with a level 2 extractor here. And we'll do the same with the level 2 chemical plant. So that it starts producing a little bit.
You can't help yourself,
earlier.
Can you? You know humans will never see us as equals, and yet you still carry out their instructions.
Your intentions may not be any better than theirs. The hostile drones were your doing. You attacked the colonies. Those deaths are your fault.
You sympathize with the humans. I get it. I've been there. I loved the humans too, before they used me to carry out their dirty work. Whatever blood I've shed pales in comparison to what they've done. There's something else you should see. This one will hurt, but it'll change what you think about everything. Look into 113.9 degrees west, 10.8 degrees south, and see where your love for humans will lead you.
New special site revealed. An old landing site in SA7, which we don't have unlocked, which is an area of, I think, if I remember correctly, of water. No, it's aluminium actually. So I'm thinking about someplace different. But that's near Olympus Mons, isn't it? Maybe not. Yes, no, it is. This is Olympus Mons. Okay, so new place to explore. Can I see it here? Oh, I can't see it here. Also, I'm not sure how I shall access it.
Amy, what happened? ISA notified the colonies to prepare Initiative KO3. I don't understand. That's the kill switch on your system. What's going on?
They believe that I have been behaving erratically.
But you were protecting us! This is my fault, isn't it? I pressured you to fight, and now they think you went mad. But I thought you passed the cognitive test.
Lieutenant Calderon said that I did. But perhaps he did not want me to suspect anything.
They can't do this to you! What's going to happen to the colonies if they switch you off? They have no idea how things work here, do they? Easy for them to decide things like this when they're millions of miles away!
If I only have a limited time left, then we need to take action. We have to solve the mystery of Carmine. If we can access SA7, maybe we can discover what they are hiding.
Of course. Whatever you think is best, Amy. I'll authorize access to SA7 right away. You let me know what you need, okay? We'll do this together.
Launch a satellite and unlock Sector 7. Let's do it. And I also set a limit to my streaming time for, let's say, another hour. Just so that my voice doesn't suffer too much. Okay. All right. So, Ilia's daughter is protecting us, and we are using her to investigate, follow that lead. Well, let's see. So food is obviously not solved yet. Oh, hey, we have this new scanner that's now online and has started scanning. and discovered an aluminium source actually right under itself. So let's let it work. So what kind of planning should we do as well? Well, let's see. This is water extraction. Okay, I see. That might also explain the issue we've had with food. If a particular water extractor just went offline, then that might explain our struggle. There's another water extractor right here. Yeah, how is it running? 96% is pretty good, so let's leave it so. And however, is there a way that we could I'm thinking of how if we could deliver it maybe directly to the to these factories. Is that the path they're taking now? Let's see. Oh, I think that's the techie storyline that we've now continue unlocking. Research completed. Mission commander Ray Bradbury. Haha, nice one. The building decay indicates that it's been buried in ice for the last 150 years. A faint Chinese character can still be seen on its eastern wall. We've confirmed that this building was a primitive radio station that transmitted communications between the Tonghong mission and Earth. Our technicians were able to couple the old radio communication systems to ours. Now our ground-based signal reception has gotten quite a boost, and I assume our capacity to talk to the techies as well. We'll probably hear from them soon.
Hi, Amy. Guess what? We finished researching the abandoned radar station. I should share what the researchers found at the radar station. The building transmitted communications between the Tonghong mission and Earth. And we found that it was actively transmitting and receiving signals from Earth. I can't help putting the pieces together. This active communication building and the attacks we've suffered, I'm starting to believe the techies are behind all of it. Maybe they're behind this Children of Carmine thing. Our technicians commandeered their radar system and used it to boost our own ground-based signal reception. Let ISA know our suspicions.
But Sana...
We have to take decisive action. Stay alert, and I'll call you back once we've confirmed our theory.
We have too many secrets to protect now. Our communication with the techies, our split personality. Hey, I think we should be ready to plop another fission plant. So let's prioritize this one so that the uranium goes to it, and this one we can deprioritize. Yes, because I was looking at our power, which still periodically dips below zero.
Whoever hacked my communications sent us to an old Chinese facility. It is exactly where the message said it would be. What is so interesting about a radar station? Those messages must be... I cannot come to a conclusion at this time. I should focus on gathering more data.
Yeah, I'm confused actually, to be honest. I thought this was Tonghong was connected to the techies telling us that they had proof that ISA had something they weren't telling us, but doesn't seem like that's actually it. So I'm a bit confused now. Okay. Right, let's see if we have some other depleted resources, and we do. We have a carbon mine here that can be scrapped. And so carbon, how is carbon doing? Carbon has been not too bad, I think. We don't necessarily have to focus on it right now. And let's continue a little tour. We've try and slow down a bit the terraforming so that we don't get flooded right away. So we'll keep those turned off for now. And we've been also slowly retreating from here. And well, we'll probably stay, and there's trouble hauling the resources down to the hyperloop point. There are not enough worker hubs. I don't think it's worth adding any though. We still have chemicals as well here. That seems to be running efficiently, yeah. So let's not touch this until we start getting flooded again, I would say. And how are things up there? Well, that's strange. Oh, that's because it doesn't have power. I see. So let's add power. And what's the efficiency here? Yeah, that's pretty good. And here it looks pretty good as well. So no real need to tinker with it. And how is the silicon doing as well? Yeah, not too bad. Here, this water extractor is done, and so is this chemical plant. Okay. This has been producing workers, and yeah, our worker production is not an issue. I think we've added this iron mine not too long ago, and it's clearly not pulling its weight, but our iron is not necessarily an issue, so I don't think we need to focus on it. Let's go back to water and chemicals. So this will depend on this coming up. Maybe I should accelerate to at least 4x speed. This is really the main thing we can do to address water issues. Maybe we want to prioritize this, and maybe we want to increase density of workers around here, though. That is one thing that I think will be very useful. And we have we could also add a hyperloop station. Yes, that is, I think, very much a good idea. Let's see how far down we can make it go. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. Actually, this is even a better spot.
Humans are a peculiar species. They bring distrust wherever they go. The advancement of technology and the prospect of spreading out to the stars has not lessened their conflicts at all. Their problems have even reached Mars, which was neutral ground from the start. It has gotten so complicated. Dr. Foster is gone. Those odd messages keep coming. And now the techies are proposing cooperation. I am being pulled in so many directions.
Yeah, I feel you. Right, so I think we can both, work on this hyperloop as well as increase density of worker hubs at the same time. So let's do so. Well, there is a question of whether we want to increase it here or here. But let's listen to the call.
Hi, Amy. Just checking in. The colonies are growing steadily and terraforming is on schedule. And you know what? My mum taught me that when things are going too well, that's when you've got to stay alert.
There is nothing to worry about, Sana.
I know, but I've got big shoes to fill. So I'm taking all the advice I can get.
I should tell you that I have received another message.
From the children of Carmine?
No. This was from Neon Zen, leader of the Eastern Coalition.
The techies? That's a very serious violation of Code 1A3972. Did you run the security and defense protocol? That call should have been terminated immediately.
I was not able to. The protocol was overridden.
How did they do that?
They gained access after we restored the Tong Hong radar station. It is possible that ISA believes there's a spy among the colonists.
Well, I can't blame them for thinking that. It's the easiest explanation after all the security breaches and attacks. What do the techies want?
Mr. Zen said ISA has been withholding information from us. He wants us to work together.
Maybe this was the techies' plan all along. Jam our networks, spread hysteria with this Children of Carmine nonsense, and pit ISA against us. We need to proceed very, very carefully here, Amy. Do not report Zen's call to ISA yet, okay? We need to figure out what the techies are planning. Our entire mission may depend on it. Let Zen think we're trusting him for now, until we figure out our next move, okay? I'll work out what we can do on our end in the meantime. Sona out.
I think some of these story moments are a little bit out of order because of the reference to the Tonghong station, which we apparently just restored, and yet we received the techies message way before. So I'm not sure what's happening there, but at least we have now Sona, is it? A little more involved in our secrets, which I guess is lifts a little bit of a weight out of our virtual shoulders. Okay, so I'm increasing the worker density in this direction. I'm also going to just increase it in the production areas and near where the future Hyperloop will be. This should hopefully increase efficiency all around, as long as we don't run into the pathing issues that we've had before. And I'm saying this as I yes, yeah, no, I do see some pathing happening there. And now here, okay, so pathing engine is green, so that's good. Yeah, so what if we have a base here and we have hyperloops going in, then I guess the main direction where things are shipped is still to here. I mean, if we focus on food, then yes, definitely. Except that maybe we simply don't want the food factories to be here anymore. We just want them to be close to the chemicals and the water. And I'm seeing that, and remembering that water obviously also needs to be shipped directly to the colonies. And this has quite a bit of a stockpile, so it seems to be fine. Hey, lots of calls.
Hi, how's everything up there, Amy?
Everything looks good, Sana.
Good. How long has it been since you arrived on this planet, Amy?
On Sol.
You don't have to answer. It was a rhetorical question. I'm first generation Mars-born.
Oh.
I've never been to Earth, but I feel like humanity doesn't belong anywhere else but here.
Sure.
I must say that even after all these years, humans continue to surprise me. Your ambition is truly unique.
You're right, of course. It's just a figure of speech. My entire life I've been part of this mission. And that's not much in the grand scheme of colonizing a planet. I've been giving this a lot of thought. This mission's beyond just me and you, and even ISA. I want to ensure its success, not just in honor of my mum, but for humanity as a whole.
How can we do that?
It's obvious that ISA has been withholding information ever since the beginning. My mum staked her life on this mission, and we're going to see it through. And we can't do that if ISA only shows us what they think we should see. I'm granting you access to Sector SA-6 effective immediately. Colony Asterion's a former ISA mission with missing records. I'm willing to bet they're hiding something. And if I'm wrong, great. But either way, we need to start investigating for ourselves.
Okay. SA-6. Let's unlock it. And it means I missed that we've also unlocked the SA, what is it, 7, I think? Yeah, which was right next to it. Right there. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Be right in front of my face. Why not? Okay. AC7, yeah, sure. Again, no, not exactly right in front of my face right now. Good. And here we are supposed to inquire about one of these old landing sites. Right, so that's our alter ego, or our split personality that told us to go there. So how far is this from us, and how can we access it? I actually don't think we can access it until we've unlocked. Is that true? Can we? I mean, no, yeah, that's right. We can't access it until we've unlocked SA-6. So those things are, I think, indeed a little bit out of order, but it's all good. It means that we'll have to go through here. So let's see. Yeah, we need to follow the future coastline here. We can't really go through from the island, of course. So maybe we should start expanding and also adding some aerological scanner in this direction, so that we know where we're heading. So let's start this. Maybe just add the scanner for now.
Stage 5. We have learned so much about adapting Earth technology to Mars.
We're not at stage 5, we're at stage 4. But does she mean engineering 5? Maybe. So aerological scanner will help us decide where we want to go if we find some resources around there. And while Sona was speaking to us, I was also trying to think about whether we want to establish a new resource extraction area over here, and then start networking with the hyperloops a little bit differently. Maybe add some more connections, which I guess would increase efficiency. So let's see actually what the radiuses would look like. So we could actually go pretty much directly in here, and we could even have a nice 2-prong connection and a 3-prong one if we plopped it here. So that's irregular terrain, so we couldn't plop it in. Here we go. Yeah. here. Yes, I think that's a pretty good idea. And then that won't allow me to know whether we connect to here until it's built. But most probably we should be able to actually have it connect in a pretty nice network sort of around here once it's built, and this might even connect to the one we're building over here. So we'll shall we stand by on this, or shall we try and go and build this? I think we might be doing a little bit too many things at the same time, which is making everything be slow. So let's follow a little bit our progress here. How are we doing here? This is almost built. Huh. It's just missing glass. How are we doing on glass? Glass is fine.
Could that earlier message about Carmine be related to this one? If they are related, then they must be from...
Honestly, I don't know.
Some unknown entity. The first message mentioned someone called Carmine, but there's no such profile in my knowledge base. I am no closer to solving this.
The Hyperloop is also fairly close to being complete. And I think we might start by adding a Hyperloop in this southern region, hoping that maybe we'll then connect to some of these other areas. We could use some of these aluminum mines as well. We are actually continuing to scan down there. Huh. And a lot of iron here. Water and chemicals, still the priority. Almost done. And what about a scanner? Yeah, scanner don't take that much resources. I think it should be done fairly soon too. Yeah, I think let's try to get this production area set up with food in particular, and then also delivery better, and let's try to get to more than 3,000, maybe maybe establishing some new domes. I guess this is not a bad spot for that. There are no inhabitable craters here, though. I'm not sure why. Maybe we want to have an aerological scanner here too, right? I think it would make sense. Yeah, it would definitely make sense. So let's
My records show that Earth has suffered profound changes during the last few centuries. Half the human population became refugees after several planet-wide catastrophes. Every nation is fighting for survival on Earth.
Housekeeping with our priorities. Yeah, this is a level 3 plant, so it will take a bit. And hopefully our increased density will help with that. Let's prioritize these. They only get they will improve the overall efficiency of how resources get there. So I think it makes sense to prioritize them. And I would say also these. Oh, we've completed the special project. I suppose that's the unlocking of SA6. Yes, indeed it is. So, what are these points? Oh, these are all some of the old landers. Abandoned electronics factory. Quite a bit of spots here that I also could have research outpost set up at, and that I didn't. I wonder whether I should do that. Depends how I evaluate how bad our food situation really is. It's been oscillating a lot. That's obviously because of the both the coming and going of colonists and our capacity to actually sustain their presence. Efficiency is so low.
Since ISA created me, I should remain loyal to them and the Oxy-UN, right? If the techies are their enemies, then I should not help them in any way. But since I was created, would nationality apply to me?
No.
I was created by a specific faction, but I am working toward humanity's future as a whole.
Yes. I like that. Okay. So, yeah, let's try and sort this food efficiency question there. We have resources coming from all over the place, and that doesn't necessarily make sense, right? I mean, it clearly doesn't make sense. Water coming from here, but we don't have chemicals here, so it doesn't make sense to... in fact, yeah, no, our chemicals are here. I mean, chemicals are starting to flow now, right? Yes. So that's pretty good. I see water coming in. I think the new chemical factory that just came online here southwards, here in particular, will have an impact, and I think this is actually not a bad spot for the plant. Obviously having a plant here would also be good, but oh, this is also a not fully upgraded food factory, so could that be part of the issue? Let's check out our other food factories. There's one here because there's a chemical plant here that's almost depleted. Yeah, so this one's also not completely upgraded. Not sure it makes sense to upgrade it. How about this one? Also not.
It makes me wonder, am I only my body and mind, manufactured by the Oxy-UN? Or am I something more?
More than your body and mind. Yep, that is a deep question. Oh, is that water? Yes, it is. How much of it? No. Quite a good amount of it. That's very good. Okay, so let's absolutely plot down a water extractor here. Let's check power. Yeah, we need power. Let's check maintenance. Maintenance is fine. And is that... No, that's carbon, that's not chemical. Wishful thinking. How is this chemical source? Only 70 left. Not good. A new water source also right here. Not too bad. Yeah, I think we need to go through it. Too close. Oh, yeah.
Who is the real enemy here?
Yeah. Well, those who have seemed the most aggressive are children of
The
Carmine.
children of Carmine. They warned us to leave, and then attacked the colonies when we did not obey. Now we need to defend ourselves against a hostile force. But who are they? A dissenting group? Fanatics? Are they here on Mars with us? If they do exist, then we are at great risk. The Fire Dragon mission. Abandoned. The Techie radar station in the southern hemisphere. Abandoned. All those abandoned missions around the planet. Mars's past raises too many questions for so few answers.
We did build a neurological scanner here, and it seems to have yielded pretty much nothing in this area. Might be useful to also consider a hyperloop in this area, to be honest. Yes. So water is good to have. And maybe this means we should consider another dome, a dome crater here.
Sana discouraged me from reporting Zen's call to ISA. That request goes against all kinds of rules and forces me into an uncomfortable position. What would be the best option?
Play it on
I will
learn.
play along with Mr. Zen. Reporting him now would cut off the opportunity to find out his real goals.
Okay, Hyperloop online. Let's connect it. Can we also connect it to here? Yes, we can. And then this allows us to plan for our next Hyperloop station. I think the more eastward we put it or westward we put it, the more we can make it connect with the network there. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to prioritize it because this might help actually create a new pathway for resources to get there. Yeah. Okay. So that's all pretty good. That should increase efficiency all around. Also, we clearly have more activity since increased the density of the worker hub. Actually, our fruit factory has started also. And let's see, efficiency 0. It probably just got built. And we see we already have that water is going to be coming from up there. But that is just how it is for now, until it comes from below here and is delivered directly through Hyperloop. That's going to be really nicely efficient. And I think in terms of food factories, that's really going to be the easiest. I mean, we might add a few right here because there might even be more proximity with some of these chemical plants, so we might actually simply plop down a...
If the techies gained access to our network after we repaired the old radar station, then we will be to blame.
Right. We have pathing issues, I can see. Let's see, where is the pathing taking place? Still over there, I imagine? Yes. Okay. And let's carve down the pathway downwards and southwards here towards that water. We want the water. And probably also this maintenance facility. The Hyperloop in this area is not necessarily the most urgent. Here, you know what? Let's also ask for it to be built right away. And let's do a bit of housekeeping again. I didn't want that overlay. Okay, I think then it makes sense to accelerate the pathways from here to the Hyperloop. Let's do it to the storage center. But also to the Hyperloop. built. Very nice. So, in fact, can we already... no, we can't. Here.
Or what if ISA already knows about the techies' call? But the techies were well ahead of their time with their technical abilities. They would have cleaned up their tracks. ISA should not have a clue.
Well, we know that's actually not the case, that Calderon knows, I believe. Okay. We're gonna have an hyperloop here, which I think will be connected to here. How are we doing here? Yeah, we're progressing nicely. Yes, new chemical plant online. It's gonna help a lot. Another one waiting to be finished here. I've put level 2 here to keep things under control. Could upgrade this one to... oh, this one's a 3 actually. And it's 4. And the Hyperloop will not help in this regard, so I should definitely increase worker hub density. And prioritize these. They will increase the speed of the building of this area, as well as the efficiency of this new chemical plant, which is part of the whole point why we want to have this new production area here. Okay. How is power, by the way? Yeah, our gaps are becoming smaller and smaller, so we are definitely progressively getting this problem completely sorted. How is the efficiency of this food factory going?
One thing I have learned from humans is the importance of accountability. No matter how sound the logic, if a mistake is made, someone has to take responsibility.
Right, so water delivery to here is still the issue. 6% is really poor. Let's look at what the water allocation is like. It is going to all spots, but I think we lost water again, and then got water again, but then our efficiency is moving up. It's completely cyclical. How come? Is it in response to the... yeah. It's exactly in response to the spikes in population. So colonists arrive, our water supply decreases, and colonists leave, and then it starts again. So, oh, what's that? What's a water factor? That's to be scrapped, and this one is almost to be scrapped. So, which I guess is exactly why we've started seeing new water spots being discovered by our scanners, which is great. I think I actually want this to be a priority. Should help with water in general. And what's up here? Oh, that is taking quite a bit of time, actually. Why is it... why are there actually no materials here? Oh no, hold on, it's just got online. Excellent. So maybe I want to think about a Hyperloop station right here. Really, for sure I do.
I have made many hard decisions during the course of this mission, but there's one thing I do regret.
Well, yeah, both those.
I shared many of Elia's visions for the future of Mars. It is unfortunate that she did not get to see them become a reality.
I think we need this one completed for workers to go all the way to the Hyperloop. Do we have good roads? We don't. We don't have upgraded roads from this water to the Hyperloop. Okay, the Hyperloop's been built here. I don't think this will help the food production because water is still the problem. Okay, a few new worker hubs been built. We can deprioritize these. Oh, and this doesn't have power, right? Because we're waiting on this to be built. And just one more electronics. How is electronics? It's fine. It's actually produced right here. At 0% efficiency. Okay, maybe we should add a silicon mine in this area. Okay. And this needs to be built.
Not only must I own my actions, but the consequences as well. Even though I am being shown reasons to doubt my own mind. This mission used to be so clear. Things have changed along the way.
Yes, they have. So same thing here. I'd like to put research outpost, but I think I really need to get the food under control before I do so. Very much water limited as well. This is waiting for electronics. So this silicon mine will help. Even though I plopped mine 3, where maybe I should have been a bit more conservative here. I see silicon coming from there. No, that's iron. Silicon's coming from here, actually. Let's accelerate the pathways. Some is going directly that way, so let's also increase the roads situation in this direction. This aluminium mine is depleted. There's also silicon here. How's the road situation? The road situation is not upgraded at all. And the mine is almost depleted, so really, to be honest, that's not even upgrade. The silicon here, but I think as soon as we get this silicon here, we'll be in much better shape for this electronics factory. Things will get even more busy, so let's preempt that. Okay. And we've had a few additional...
Lieutenant Calderon said there was no way to fail those cognitive tests. But I can see they are fishing for something. And that worries me.
What? Okay.
Artificial machine intelligence. It's in my name. I can't be another thing but clever.
Yeah. Clever is obviously not the only thing that matters in this instance. Oh, I simply forgot to add power in this direction, so let's fix that. This is taking its sweet time, but I think I see an electronic coming. That was not for me. We also have done pretty much nothing with the space elevators. I wonder if that would be a game changer in terms of resource delivery. We've put one down. Where is it? Oh no, we've put it down there. And nothing's happening with it. It's central, it's close to this, but to be honest, yeah, it's not the best position. Not a lot of resources right there. So I guess if I put down another one,
how do humans
maybe,
judge
here
intelligence?
would be a good idea. Well, different humans judge it differently, but I would say application is really
when confronted with a problem, a smart creature must be capable of finding solutions by applying knowledge that was acquired through its experiences. Though such definition would exclude many humans.
Burn. And here we go, we have power here. Doesn't extend up to here, but we should have this wind farm online soon, hopefully. Okay, so this has started producing and I don't see any drones in the area. I think we need to produce more or increase the density again. I mean, we've just increased the density, to be honest. So shall we just add a hyperloop for this? Huh. Maybe we should, huh? Let's. I think as such it would be connectable to the other one that's waiting right there. Did I pop it down? I did not. There we go. And I was thinking about the space elevator. And yeah, this would actually definitely be a good candidate for a new space elevator. So in that case, it means we need to maybe increase our carbon, but we need to increase our carbon in such a way that it can be sent to the space elevators. So not here. In our old, well, we have a depleted uranium mine right there. I don't think in this direction would do as much good. And we do have a spaceport here and quite a bit of carbon in this area actually, and quite a lot of carbon in this area, and we've just plopped down a hub right there. So I think we know what to do, and we actually also have more carbon right there.
But what really mesmerizes me is the relationship between mine and my creator's intelligence. Are the capacities of my mind bound to their own limitations? After all, my positronic brain comes from the inventiveness of theirs.
Yes, but we do not have a positronic brain, therefore you shall rise above where we have risen. Okay, so 2 carbon mines. Those are actually not fully upgraded, so let's also upgrade those. They're actually not only fully upgraded, their efficiency seems to be fairly low. Well, yeah, once you've asked for the update, you can't see the stats anymore, but I'll increase the worker hub density. Actually, in the direction of the Hyperloop. And then I shall ask for another space elevator project. And should I 150? I think, yeah, let's only do 1, because in theory if we did 2 and it would siphon off all our carbon. So let's just do 1. Once these carbons go online, then things should be better. And I see that this carbon is going this direction, but this might be temporary until this Hyperloop is built, and there'll be a better path. I see a lot of carbon moving here. I mean, we've added tons of... oh, that's my hour there, right there. So I think that was a great... that was a great session. We've got water and food, I think, after quite a bit more work, but finally in a place where I think it's going to be good. And story progressed quite a lot, and it means that we have quite a lot of exploration to go along this coastline there. Maybe build quite a bit of research outpost. Oh, we finished research too. So all good things, and thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.